Hello everyone. So do you remember why we include IOStream? As I had told you, IOStream is like a toolbox which contains cout. Now, how does cout work? What exactly works behind the scene? How is the thing printed on the screen? Whatever you write in front of cout is displayed on the screen, but how does that work? So the thing is, some developer has worked the hardware aspect of it. Like how will the graphics adapter display your characters on the screen? Everything has been programmed by someone when they designed Cout. So when you are writing your program, you don't have to write it from scratch. You can simply reuse the work done by someone else. So reuse is the keyword over here. The idea of creating libraries, as you will study in other languages, like in Python you import libraries, in Java you import libraries, in C++ also you include the header files written by others, which contain constants, which contain variables, which contain functions, and you simply reuse them. Okay, you don't reinvent the wheel from scratch. So today I'll teach you how you can create a header file of your own. Okay, so go to file, new, then file, and go to C C++ header. Okay, next. Let's name it as my constants, because this is at a very beginner level. What I'm doing is I'm just creating constants. Okay, no functions inside it. Maybe when we cover functions, I'll also show you how you can have functions in the header file as well. But for now, let's only define constants in the header. Okay, and then let's keep the folder as same. Finish. So as you can see, there are some shortcuts already created over here, right? So hash define my constants h included. These are guard words. This is just to make sure that there are no duplicate headers. Okay. So for example, if you say hash include iostream twice, what will happen? Will it copy paste the same file twice? It will be a waste, right? So IOStream is a large file. Yesterday we have seen IOStream is a predefined file and we want to use cout from it. But for that, IOStream has to be linked with your program. If we write hash include IOStream twice, and if it is linked twice, it's a wastage of space, it's a wastage of memory, and it's a wastage of processing time as well, as your program becomes larger. So it will be done only once. So guards, these are called as guards. If not defined, my constant, endef not defined. If not defined, my constants h included, then define my constants h included. Okay, if it is defined, then nothing will be done, but if it is not defined, then define this particular um, header file. Okay, now because we started an if over here, here we are ending it with end if. Okay, and these are all preprocessor directives because they begin with a hash. Okay, now here we'll just write hash define. Okay, and we'll create. Now these are called as symbolic constants. So college is like a symbol, and wherever I write college in my program, it will be replaced by KJSSE. Okay, and let's say I define one more thing. Let's say I define the passing marks. Passing marks, and let's say they vary from course to course. So for this course, let's say passing marks are defined to be 40. So that's it. I say my constants dot h. I will not run this. This cannot be run. I will have to create another file now which will use this. So now I will go to new file, CC++ source, go, and let's say I will name it as, let's say, header demo. Okay, and it's in the same folder for now. Okay, and finish. So now in header demo, what I will write is, now pay attention to how I write this. Hash include iostream hash include. Now, I have used angle brackets for a library which is already defined by the system. But now for this library or header file that I have created, I will use double quotes. So I will say my constants dot h. Okay, that's the name of my file, header file, my constants dot h, using namespace standard because we'll be using cout, and then int main, and inside this we have cout, and we'll print a welcome message, welcome to, and I will simply say college. Okay, do you see? Okay, this is, I have directly used college, although I have not defined it anywhere over here, right? And then I will use endl to end the line over here, and then cout, you need, let's say, you need passing marks. So although I have not written these, was college defined over here? Is college an identifier? No. But college was defined in my constants.h, and passing marks was defined in again my constants.h. So when I run this, I get the output, welcome to KJSCC and you need 40. Okay. So that's the concept of user defined header files. Now there is an attendance checkpoint question in this video. And in fact, there are two. My first question is, what are all the preprocessor directives that you have seen in this video? That is the first question. And the second question is, can or can you not include iostream twice in your program? So can you write hash include iostream twice in your program? Will it result in error? Will it be included only once, only twice? What will happen if you write it twice? So those two questions again you have to answer in the comments. That's it. Thanks.